Hi everyone, and welcome to Toonkind at 12 FPS. This is a special Chaos Family Edition. Uh, just you know, hi, I'm Heartless, and I'll be playing the one, the only Gille Trebble. I'm joined by a lovely new friend.
Hi, I'm Blaze, and I will be playing Banana, who has been brought in on this road trip.
Oh yes. So to preface this takes place during the month-long road trip that Gil has taken everybody on, which starts in a mansion heist. So you should probably check that out at least a little bit to see where that all starts.
Hmm
But I'm gonna say it's one of the days where it's nice out.
not the 3 days where they've been cooped up in from the rain while, at least two of the kids are out playing in it.
Yeah, not in the,
That's
the
fair.
the deluge of rain. Um,
hmm
so hmm, there is not much really to look outside. It's rolling hills at this point of the journey, at the very least. Um, which means it's a lot harder for any sort of bandit to come decide to try to rob them, but it's also relatively boring.
Mm. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Harder to get up to shenanigans that way.
Mhm. Um, I feel like Sandy and Tally are doing something in the back with Bond just kind of relaxing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Gil's up front, on the seat of the cart that's right behind the horse. What's Banana doing?
Uh, hmm. She's probably been climbing all over the cart, a
Mhm.
little bored because there's no trees. There's probably
Uh-uh.
fewer birds out here too, which is like, now what's she gonna do?
I mean,
And well,
if you look up really high in the sky, you could see a flock of geese, but they're really high up there.
yeah, yeah, banana can be exceedingly loud, but it's just like, no, no, sadness too far away. And so, well, yeah, one thing about geese is, they usually hiss a lot. And hey, there's this tune riding up front who, first reaction upon seeing her climb out from under the bed was to hiss. She just kind of goes up to the front a little bit, peeks over, and suddenly Gil's being handed a banana. It's like from out of the peripheral, it's just like, banana.
he he looks over. Uh, Is Banana handing him a banana?
Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing.
Where did she get the banana? From her hammer space?
Probably, yeah.
Roll hammer space.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. Let's go. Yep,
Yep.
that's an 8. Got a banana. She's handing him over a banana.
He very slowly takes the banana, looks at it, and immediately uh strips it and consumes it in one bite.
Nice. She seems happy with this.
And he tucks the banana peel for later
Nice.
into his
Good
pocket.
for gay.
Of course. Oh, I gotta write that down. Banana peel. Yeah, I write down everything he has in his hammer space.
That's fair. I
So
couldn't just say for her.
he's just kind of with that finished, he just kind of glances back at Banana and he goes, "Well, are you gonna keep sitting back there, or are you gonna come up? What's the deal here, huh?"
I don't know. Can I come sit up here?
Yes, there's enough
Oh,
space. I'm not really that. I'm not wide.
well, no, but I don't know where I can sit. And she just like kind of scrambles up to sit up front.
Gil just he slides over just a tiny bit, just for
Mhm.
enough space between them,
Mhm.
and you see his tail just kind of move and flick over the back of the front seat
Mhm.
as he's making a show of holding the reins. It's
Ah.
very not clear if he's actually directing the horse or if the
Mhm.
horse is just going on his own.
Mhm.
Um,
Actually, I'm gonna make a roll real quick just for funsies.
okay.
That's a 6.
What was that for? What was it?
Well, you can make a perception check if you want.
Yeah. I love making perception checks.
That's what the glasses are for.
Mhm. 7 plus 3. It's a 10.
10. I mean, that's like middle marker. It might take you a second to realize it, but you notice like when you do the tail flick, her eyes go a bit silly watching it. Kind of like a cat watching a toy, like, wait a minute. Just a little head bounce.
He just kind of tilts his head to the side and his fiery red curls just kind of bouncily shift.
Mm-hmm.
He's animated with a lot of frames.
I'd do it.
Yeah. So how'd you meet Tally?
Oh, I met Tally while walking in Toontown. You know the gag where you like run into each other?
Yeah.
We bumped into each other, and then I asked if she could show me around Toontown because I hadn't been there very long. And we went all over the place.
Gil just kind of nods. So, do you not know who I am?
No, I don't think so.
Roll me a history check.
Okay. And then, oh, there it is. Oh, okay, never
So,
mind.
you say, I'm not sure, and then you think about it for a moment, and then you realize you've seen a poster with this guy's
Hmm.
picture on it.
Hmm.
Can you read with any sort of efficiency?
She can read, yeah.
Okay. And you've seen a long list of crimes under this person's picture, and it does seem that the wanted pictures you've seen are a bit outdated because he has much longer hair, but it's definitely the same guy. Um,
Okay.
and the wanted posters were for a Gille Trebble,
Hmm.
and you
Oh.
distinctly remember like how uh, some months ago, hearing on the news about a Gille Trebble just trashing a bar for some reason.
Wait, that's even funnier. 'Cause,
and you've also heard that he's you know attempted to steal something called the Hopeful Diamond from the
hmm.
Gallery of Curiosity. Although attempted to steal is the correct word because he did not succeed.
Ah,
he
that's
did
fair.
he did not succeed in stealing the cursed object.
Hmm. It happens sometimes. So she says that she's like, then she thinks for a minute. She's like, oh, no, hang on. No, wait, you had the picture with all the stuff on it? And then in the news, you beat up the haunted house.
Close enough.
I've been to a haunted house. I know what one looks like.
No, I wouldn't beat up a haunted house.
Oh.
And he's smiling in that Warnatoon way. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like kind of like Sylvester from the Tweety Bird cartoons.
Oh my
Like very proud of himself.
gosh. Mm-hmm.
Somebody finally recognizes him.
Considering how her facts are often a little muddled, that's impressive for her. Random Toon recognized him. Does she know what a bar is? She'd know. That's a different story. Is that how you met Tally with crimes?
Yes, although that was actually much longer ago, about 7 or 8 years.
Oh, that's the best way to make friends. Crimes.
Oh, I certainly think so. In fact, I actually met both Sandy and Bon through doing crimes.
Oh, that's a lot of crimes.
Well, I am the infamous villain Gille Trebble at your service.
Oh, that's fancy. Do, do you only still like certain things, or do you still like anything?
Oh, I think one time I stole the pants off of someone.
Wait, did you lose your pants? Why did you steal pants?
Because it was funny, and it was this pompous bastard. And he's not speaking
Oh.
in Growlix.
She blinks at this and she's like, "Oh, you can use words."
What, you can't use swear words?
I, mm. She doesn't say anything.
Come on, you can say fuck. You can do it.
Do you want to roll persuasion?
Yes. We continue. The guild teaches all the children the swear words. 2 plus 8.
Actually, here's what probably happened. No, that's fair, but here's probably what happens. It makes sense. Is for some reason she doesn't speak this through, and she says "fuck," but she says it in thieves' can't, which of course Gil is gonna understand.
Gil just like he's got his hands in front of him, and he just slowly tilts his head and narrows his eyes like
It's like she can't swear. She just uses workarounds. Besides, Gil's possibly an adult. You're not supposed to swear around adults. What?
He just encouraged. He's like, so I guess you can't. His tail
I
just
can't.
flicks up and down. Really?
I can't.
Because you didn't say it right then.
I, oh, do you not know thieves can't?
No. Should I?
Oh, I don't know. I thought sneaky people knew sneaky words.
Ah, well, I happen to be not as good at being sneaky as Tally is, which is why I went to Tally first.
That's smart. Tally is very sneaky and very smart.
She is the expert here. At least in thievery and sneaking. I happen to be a bit more of an escape artist.
Oh, like getting out of places?
Oh yes. Let's see, I've gone to jail 8, 9, 10 times?
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of time out times.
Well, can never keep me for long.
Good. Those places are yucky.
I always escape.
Mm. Do you go by the door or do you go by the window?
It depends. I mean, honestly, back when I was escaping jail cells all the time, I just talked my way out.
You can do that?
I could. Not so much
Oh.
anymore. I don't have
Oh.
any magic to do it. I could honestly try to talk my way out, but well, I do different things now.
She looks a little curious at that. I usually just sneak out or pick the lock.
I mean, there's been times where I've just dug a hole, dug my
That's
way
a lot
out.
of digging.
Yeah, but I'm really good at it. And he just kind of like he raises his arms and he's got a thick set of arms.
Yeah. Fair. This is a child though. She's just like, I guess that makes sense. Just like tilt of the head, like, eh.
He's just kind of posing like, yeah, I'm strong, haha.
Oh, that would do it. Oh, I never thought of digging out. And again, it's easier to just not get caught.
Yeah, probably. Not as fun though.
What's fun about being caught? Then you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
Mm. You get the impression she doesn't agree with that.
His tail flicks up and then down again.
Again, she's slightly distracted by the movement.
So, you're from Toontown? No, you said you weren't. Where are you from? Hmm?
Around?
Fair enough. I've met a lot of tunes who've just been from around.
Mm-hmm. It's just like I travel a lot of places, so it's just like here and there and there. I
Mhm.
think Toontown's the longest place I've stayed in so far.
Honestly, after leaving where I used to live, pretty much. It was
Where
2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years is a long place to stay in somewhere.
Yeah. Hmm.
Where were you from?
Dreamworkers, where we're going.
Oh, oh. So it's like going back then, or
Yeah.
is...
I have to roll deception now. I have to roll deception.
That's fair.
Man, 8 plus 8 is 16.
Can I
Yeah.
roll inside?
Yeah, roll insight.
Okay.
See if you beat that 16.
It's a dirty 20. This is an insightful child.
Yeah. You say it's like going back, right? And he's like, yeah, it's like going back, and like he kind of looks away from you and into the distance. You're not
Mm-hmm.
quite sure how he feels about going back.
Mm. Mm. She's probably not sure what to do with this information because she's just like, oh, and
Mhm.
why are we going back? Well, she overheard, what Gil said while she was under the bed and he was talking
Mhm.
to Tally. So it's like, well, we're going back to something. So,
Going back to retrieve something.
yeah. So you're probably not staying after we get the thing you want to get, right?
No. Why the fuck would I stay?
Well, I don't know.
It's a boring town. You wouldn't understand until we get there.
Hmm.
Full of stuffy nobles.
Hmm. I don't know too much about nobles. I mean, I know some stuff, but I don't think I had to deal with them too often. Not that I remember, anyway.
It's just a whole bunch of people who only care about themselves and think they're the best ever. Better than everyone
Oh,
else.
those. Oh, no, yeah. I had one of those for a camp counselor once.
Really?
Uh huh. It was really weird. One time there was like a food fight, and I think he started it. That was not really expected.
uh.
He just looks at Gillis. He laughs. He's like, no, yeah, I mean it. It's like he had one of those big fancy names and everything.
Big fancy names?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who was this?
Mm. She, hmm. She considers a moment. Well, hmm. They were a Blackmont.
Blackmont. I'm gonna roll. Not that. I might have to pester someone for rolling on this. 11 plus 6 for
11
history.
plus 6. So 17. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You probably know the Blackmonts are well known as monster hunters
Hmm.
and are, I believe they're, oh, hang on. I need to pester Abby. Hang on one second. I think it's, oh, hang on. Obviously. Okay, hang on. Son of a duke, I believe, is what she
mm.
says.
Mm.
So they're definitely up there in nobility, I believe.
And he just kind of leans back a little more comfortably and sets the reins aside, and Stoffleys continues to move. So it's very clear he's not actually like directing the horse, at least not with
Hmm.
the reins. And he goes, "Ah, well." Yeah, I think I know of him. At least a
Oh.
little bit.
Hmm.
Group of monster hunters.
Oh. Oh.
None of my business. Not really.
Hmm. I wonder why one of them was a camp counselor.
Probably bored.
Oh.
A lot of monsters here in Ironquell aren't monstrous enough for tracking down, or there's a whole other party because the plot chooses favorites.
Hmm. Hmm. Plots and stories tend to do that, huh? They get all these big things, and then it's just so much muchness, and it's so big, and then nobody knows what to do with it because it gets so big.
I guess so. You can go ahead and roll insight if you want. He's having some sort of emotion.
Okay, okay. Let's go inside. Yeah. Oh, 19. This child is still paying attention.
I'm gonna see how well cause he's trying to like, that's cocked. That's 6 plus 8. He's really not doing so well. My dice making me eat my words again. Um, he's.
Forgot to knock on wood.
Yeah, well, it's my dice always making me eat my words. So specifically you catch on to this, even though you've only known him for like a week or so by this point. His jacket flickers.
Mm-hmm.
The color of dark orange suddenly becomes this slate gray for a moment before turning back again.
Mm.
He's someone who's he seems contemplative and kind of sad in that moment that it's slate gray. You only can see the sad because the very like minute of his smile is not as sharp as it had
Mm-hmm.
been before.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes right back to that full sharpness.
Mm-hmm. Are you okay?
Hmm? No, I'm fine. Why are you asking?
Oh, cause your color changed.
What? Oh, it does that sometimes. Stupid fucking thing. At when he starts muttering, it changes to red for a moment, and then back to burnt orange.
Mm-hmm. It is just watching. It's like I know a couple of other color changing tunes too.
Yeah, I didn't always used to color change like this.
Oh.
No, came with the design change.
Oh.
And he kind of just waves his arms over his whole outfit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Huh. I guess
Jacket
that's
didn't
why you.
used to look like this either.
Oh. I guess that's why you didn't change color, just your jacket.
Um, so he so right now he's wearing this kind of cream colored shirt underneath it. So he holds
Mm-hmm.
up a hand and then he pulls off the jacket, and as he pulls it off, the burnt orange color from his jacket leaches and like spreads over the shirt.
Hmm.
I can't get rid of it unless I go completely
Oh.
naked, which I'm no, no.
She just nods at this, like, huh. It's just, yeah. It's almost like a curse, but fun.
That's certainly a curse. Can't really, I don't know, look as intimidating when your shirt suddenly turns slate gray because you're having a problem.
Well, I guess you haven't met much intimidating slate then, because it can be.
It's annoying.
Oh.
It's like someone had decided that my his face stilts up and over to the side of the cart, and he's looking straight at the fourth wall, and he continues talking by saying, "Someone decided that I needed to show my emotions on my sleeve."
Who are you talking to?
The fourth wall.
Oh, hi! She waves.
Yeah, I started hearing them when I was, let's see, I was 5. I think so. Mhm.
I didn't even know it was there, at least until somebody else points it out.
No, I can always hear their voices through it. The audience, I mean.
Oh, that. Oh, she's thinking about something else.
Success. Diverted off the topic of Gille. He just kind of folds up his jacket and makes some very loud screeching noises because it's plate metal. And actually, as it's off of him, the jacket looks black.
Oh.
And the cuffs are the inside is kind of this rich red kind of velvety color.
Oh, that's fancy.
Mhm.
Cool. And she's thinking for a moment, then she like looks over at like this screeching noise of the jacket, and she's like, "I said no. How do you sneak in that? It's so noisy."
Uh, so the thing is I don't sneak in it very well.
Oh.
I've taken to, not wearing it when needing to sneak.
Mm.
But it's very, very handy when there's people around who've already noticed my presence.
Oh. That's usually when the bad stuff happens, huh?
You mean the fun stuff?
You can roll perception or insight if you want.
Yeah, sure. I will roll insight this time.
Okay.
7 plus 3. It's a 10. We're rolling
10.
average today.
That's fair. Yeah. Uh, you you don't get too much with a 10. As you can see, she's just like seems a bit confused at this. It's like the fun part. What? Doesn't sound like the fun part.
he just kind of like straightens up. Well, it's no fun if there's no one chasing you, of course. But if there's someone chasing you, you got to get almost caught because that's where the dramatic tension comes in.
And isn't that the scary part?
No, that's the exciting part. Like,
Why is it
also,
exciting?
he just kind of like tilts his head and looks at you like, how do I explain to this child? So it's exciting because he's starting to drift into a different accent. Here we go. It's. Have you ever watched any sort of spy movie from Dodo Studios?
No.
How do I explain this?
What's a movie?
Oh, fuck. So do you know Dodo Studios, at least? It's huge.
It's a place with the birds.
Yes. Okay. So the place with the birds, that place, they shoot movies. They record. It's like.
They have guns there?
No. Wait.
Oh.
Maybe. Actually, yes.
Oh, I was gonna wonder what they were shooting with then.
Cameras.
Huh? She looks more confused.
They're magical artifice devices. I don't really understand how they work, but.
Okay. Magic guns, got it.
Yes. And what they do, instead of, like shooting you, they actually record what's happening.
Oh.
So the people. Have you ever seen a play?
I think so. Yes? Yes. I think so. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Maybe.
when a story like is acted out on a stage.
She's nodding now. She's got this.
Okay, this could be a lot easier. So a movie is like that. It says it's been magically recorded so that more people can enjoy it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think I get it.
And the actors don't get tired.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. Wait, you've seen a play. So, have you
Yes.
ever like watched when the bad guy is creeping up and the suspense is building?
Yeah, that's the scary part. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, imagine you're the bad guy.
Yes. Okay.
Wouldn't it be so exciting to just creep closer and closer to your target?
Oh. You think you've started to lose her again?
He's like leaning over and he's been moving a lot while he's trying to explain. He's a very
Mhm.
animated person.
Mhm.
Why
I
do you
think I've
think
been the.
it's scary?
What? Isn't it scary to be chased and got? You've got all
No.
these snakes coming after you, and then they catch you, and it hurts.
Wait, roll it back. What did you say again?
Which part?
Um, isn't it scary? And then I didn't hear the next part, probably because I was accidentally talking over you.
Oh, because of the bigs.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they're big. They're bigger than me.
He's just kind of like prayer heads. How about so they hurt you when they catch you?
She goes very quiet, and she's just like looking away. Like, and she picks up the reins. Do you want to drive the horse?
Gil very slowly, like, uh, leans over, putting his arm behind her,
Mm-hmm.
and he reaches over with one hand, very carefully takes the reins from hers,
Mm-hmm.
and sets it in his lap. And he goes, Banana, you can tell
Yeah.
me. I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Mm. Do you want to roll persuasion?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. That's a natural 20. Holy fuck.
Oh shit!
28.
You finally left the middle road.
It's it's literally this is what happens.
Yep, you were saving your good rolls.
For when it counted.
Yep. She's still quiet for like a little minute, but like as he's leaned in closer, she kind of like hunkers a little bit and shuffles like a little bit closer, like, okay, secret, secret, secret times.
Mhm.
Like even gives like a small glance around. It's like, well, sometimes when I get caught, it happens. I don't it because I'm so small. It's just I don't know. I don't know why, but sometimes it does.
Mm.
You get caught, and actually, hang on. Let me. I actually need to do a quick roll.
Mhm.
Where's that's a 7. Okay.
Oh
Um.
boy.
Yeah.
Wait, was that
Some.
a save?
No, that was
Okay.
a history roll.
Okay.
So. Um. Sometimes it's. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes there's just they don't want to give you food or they grab you too hard and it hurts. And they bring you in. Because you're in trouble. You didn't you got caught. That's what happens when you get in trouble.
I guess I've had a vastly different experience. But maybe that's because I've been adult since I've been 5 and you're still a kid.
Mm. You came into creation too?
I had parents. So they created me.
I thought parents went to the adoption place.
No, not all of them.
Oh.
Yeah, I have two parents and a little sister. And his shirt flares up in that uh, red color again.
Mm-hmm.
But it very quickly turns back into that burnt orange color as he looks back and gives a grin.
Mm-hmm. I didn't have anybody else when I existed. It was just me.
Kind of glances back to the cart. I think that's what happened with Tally too.
Oh. Mm.
Although they were a lot tougher when I met them. They're getting back there.
Banana knows this. I wonder if Tally gave herself her name too, because I didn't have a name and I got to name myself.
It's fun reinventing yourself. Or inventing yourself. He
You get
leans
to pick
back
your
up.
own story.
Yeah. Which is why I became a villain. So much fun.
You didn't like your original story?
No, I didn't.
Mm.
But this is my story now. And it's changed again. I'm still a villain though. Don't let anyone else tell you any different.
You're really nice for a villain.
That's because you're on my side.
That's still nice for a villain. Not all villains are nice to people on their side, you know?
Yeah, but there's really no use to ostracizing people who are helping you. Like, he just does this kind of waving his hands around, and his expression is like somewhere between annoyed and disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's like telling the police where the villain convention center is placed that year. It's Sylvester the Fun Time Ruiner. You don't want to be like him.
Who?
A villain who's no fun at all.
Wow. What's the point if it's not fun?
I know, right? I really don't understand what he gets from it.
Hmm. Maybe it's food.
Oh, I'm sure he gets a lot of food. Rich asshole.
Oh. Wait, if he's rich, he doesn't even need the food.
Yeah, he probably uses his monies for other things, like, I don't know, world domination or something like that. Boring.
Why do people always want to take over the world? What are you even going to do with it when you're done?
I don't know. It's it's much more fun to trick people out of their money or to steal a diamond or burning down a house.
Why did you burn down the house?
Because the person who lived in it, I didn't like them very much.
Oh.
They weren't
Are we gonna...
there when I burned it down.
Oh, okay.
I don't murder. As much
See,
as the
you say that.
rumors might
You
tell
say
you.
that. You say that, and then I don't know. You sound like a nice villain.
Well, I have some exceptions.
Mm, that makes sense. Are we gonna burn down the house we're going to?
No,
Oh,
I don't care enough. Not
that's.
anymore.
Huh?
I just want to get my stuff back.
Mm, that's fair. It's yours. It's part of you, right? It's important.
It's a part of my backstory, at least.
Oh,
It's
that's
uh,
extra important then.
it's what me and Tally stole the first time we
That's.
met.
Yeah, you said you gotta go back and steal. Oh, you get to steal it twice. That makes it extra special. It's worth twice as much now. Twice the
Haha.
deedly theory.
Yes.
Was there a reason you had to leave it behind?
Well, when I left, it was a huge hullabaloo, and I stormed out of the place.
Hmm.
I couldn't take a lot with me.
Hmm.
Only what
Too
would
big
fit
for.
in my hammer space. And
Oh,
what I thought to bring.
oh, it's a really big painting then. Too big for hammer space.
Admittedly, I could have taken the time the night before to pull it out of its frame, but well, I wasn't exactly thinking when I left. I
Hmm.
just kind of do things. I'm laughing out of character because I just kind of do things.
Fair. Nara?
Man, I wonder if Marcel's told Bob yet.
Told Bob?
Yeah, I left him a note just for Marcel that we were going to be gone to Ilfracombe for a while.
Oh. Hmm. Bob might have asked because Tally left a note.
Hmm.
Is he supposed to tell Bob where she's going?
He's too
I think
busy
we.
anyways.
Hmm? Marcel?
Bob. I
Oh.
mean, Marcel's too busy anyways, but that's nothing now. The plot always picks him up.
Hmm. I thought he was a cook.
He is, but he's also well, I think you could say a follower of the wishing star. Roll religion.
Okay, I was gonna say it's like banana juice. Well, actually, there's a good. This could
Banana
work either
could
way.
have.
Where's the? Yeah, she actually did do research at one point with Tobias and Maris, so there's a chance. Nope.
You have no idea who the wishing star is.
Okay, that's
Sounds like
hilarious.
some kind of god or deity.
She at least knows what gods and deities are now.
Mhm.
She's made progress. She's like, I mean, she probably at most puts together deity, wishing star, a star you wish on. Got it. You see the little math puzzle float around her head. She puts together the bare basics of it, and it's just like, yes, I understand.
Solving the 2 + 2 = 4 and ignoring the complicated algebra.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I've got 4. X is equal to negative. No, we're ignoring that.
Might be a bit above your head, huh?
Maybe. I mean, most stars are, so she just like looks up at the sky. Can't see them now though. Well, that's what they'd be, right? She
Yeah.
looks up again and is like,
Did you know that the sun's a star?
wait, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's very close then.
Actually, no, it's just really huge.
Oh. So are the other ones really tiny?
No, they're just really far away.
So the sun is really big and the other ones are really far away, but the sun isn't closer, it's just bigger.
Yes.
Okay.
Science corner.
Science corner. The science. It feels like the science corner would be constantly on fire.
It is.
We cannot save the science. It's on fire.
Gil kind of leans back and puts his like feet up on the that like front wooden bit
Mm-hmm.
of the
Ah,
cart.
yeah.
Yeah, that's where
Mm-hmm.
he's putting his feet up.
He probably watches this and then tries to do the same, but she's shorter. Wait, how tall is Gil?
Gil is 4'6". He's fairly short. Everyone everyone thinks he's tall because that's the kind of energy he puts off. But the thing is he's average toon height before everyone made tall toons. So he ended up being short. I'm like, fuck it, he's short.
Fair enough. You say she tries to do the same, but like she's a foot and an inch shorter, so it looks a little awkward, probably.
Like her feet are dangling off. Not
Mm-hmm.
quite there.
Yeah, not quite there. She looks thoughtful about this. I'm short.
Yeah. I think Bob's a little shorter than you are.
No, we're actually the same height. I thought he was my age for the longest time.
You should have seen him when we first met him, me and Sandy.
Hmm? Was it crimes?
Sort of. He was very skinny. He's still easily picked up, but
Aren't nobody supposed to be skinny? You turn them sideways and they're gone.
well, Bob's not skinny now.
Well, yeah. He's still laminated paper.
yeah, and so are a lot of UPAans.
That's true.
Funniest thing is Gil is a 3D toon, but drawn in a 2D style.
Nice. So, if it wasn't crimes, then what was it?
Um, so you see, we got blamed for something we didn't do, and I thought Marcel was the mastermind behind it all.
Oh.
And he just kind of shakes his head, like, and rolls his eyes. As if Marcel could even, be cruel enough for that. Can't. He's a big softy. Actually, when I first met him, I thought he was the biggest goody two shoes I'd ever seen.
Oh? Did he
Yeah.
steal your shoes?
No. A goody two shoes doesn't steal your shoes. They're just the nicest people you've ever met.
Like Kelly!
Kelly's not a goody two shoes.
But she's the nicest person I've ever met.
Yes, but she does crimes.
Oh, okay. Goody two shoes can't do crimes.
Nope, they're straight laced. We found out
She
later.
looks at her shoes, which are boots. She looks at Gil's shoes.
So Gil has boots on.
They're all wearing boots. It's like no laces. Got it.
They're actually, these boots have laces, but they're not.
Okay.
The laces are crossed all the way up.
Not straight laced. Got it.
I found out later he wasn't as straight laced as I thought, but maybe that's a story I'll tell everyone.
Oh, I like stories. Stories are good.
I like telling stories.
Really?
Yes.
I like listening to stories. I don't know if I have any good stories, but I like stories.
See, one time I stowed away in Bob's bag, and he carried me all the way from Ghibli to Toontown, and then from Toontown back to No Man's Ink. He didn't
How
even
did you
know.
fit in them?
He raises his finger and taps the side of his nose. Secret.
Secrets. She nods at this. She nods very seriously at this, like as if this explains everything. It's like, ah, yes, secrets. Everything is explained.
I am never explaining how you fit into Bob's bag. Never ever. You're just gonna have to imagine.
Oh no, that's very valid. Banana's very accepting that the answer is secrets because sometimes that is the answer, and the only one you're getting is she's like, ah, yes, secrets. Because that's often she's given the same answer herself. It's like, how did I do it? Secrets.
He also tapped on his nose. That's how you know it's super secret.
Super secret. The specialist of secrets.
The funniest thing is he didn't even notice when his bag was too heavy.
Wasn't it bored? Wasn't it boring in there? Being in the bag?
No, because I could sneak out at night and draw things on Bob's face. And have fun with Rad.
Rad's fun! Rad's like the second valid radio.
What's the first?
Well, Rad and Victrola are valid radios. All the other radios aren't valid.
Why not?
Well, okay, so Callie and I went to camp.
Uh-huh.
And then everybody kind of got possessed, except for us and a couple of the others.
Possessed.
And we kind of had to save everybody. Yeah, it was like this weird static stuff. And then there was like the music coming from the radios that was controlling everybody. And it was really scary. And then like we had to fight a bunch of controlled people and try to stop it and free them. And Victrola was there too, and some of the other people. And then do you want to roll insight?
Yeah, definitely.
That's a lot of
Uh,
XP.
9 plus 3.
9 plus 3. Okay. She's kind of shrinks in a little bit on herself as she's like telling the story. Like it still scares her because like this happened recently. This happened like over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's telling this
over the summer. By that you mean over the spring.
Yeah, no, it was in summer because it was summer camp, so it just happened earlier in the year.
Summer just happened earlier in the year. That's right.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's a long summer, so.
Yeah, it's just a long summer this time.
Yeah. I mean, it was either that or it happened last year, but it was figured it just happened earlier in the year, so like a month ago or something. This happened.
Yeah. And Gil goes, hmm. And he leans over and like wraps his arm around Banana.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of just like lowers his voice really far.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, you know, whenever I was scared of something, you know what I did next?
What?
I made it into something I could crush.
How do you crush static?
And he's gonna reach into his hammer space.
Mm-hmm.
Conquering fear with Gille Trebble. I got a 1. It's fumble time.
Fumble time! Oh gosh.
Let's see if he pulls out Tibbles.
Accidentally meeting Psychopomp early.
Well, Psychopomp doesn't always have to come out with Tibbles.
No, true. It'd be funny.
So,
Oh,
he pulls out a rock shaped like a pumpkin. And he looks at it for a moment and goes, no, that's not it. Hold on a sec. My curses come back again.
Ah, curses.
That's a
Banana
9.
just nods at this.
So he
Yay!
pulls out a notebook and a pencil attached to it,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, watch. And he
Mm.
takes the pencil and he writes static on the
Mm-hmm.
page, and then he like does a bunch of like stippling around it. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
roll dexterity to see how well he makes static on the
Ooh.
page.
Mm-hmm.
Dexterity. It's just a straight +2. Ah, 16 +2.
Nice, there we go. Very
So,
convincing static.
mhm. And so he shows it to Banana.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, see, I take the page and he rips it off and I crumple it. And he smooths it out a little bit. It's a little crumpled. You try.
Okay.
So
She
what you
like
gotta
shakes it.
do when you take it,
Oh.
imagine that this page is everything that makes you scared about it.
Okay. She looks at it and she's like imagining, and she does like the little face scrunch thing where you focus really intently at it. Okay. Okay, I think I got it.
Now, you're stronger than it is. Crush it!
Crush! She's like quickly crushes her hands together. She's like starts scrumpling it up in her hands. This is like getting into like small she can. She's like scratch, 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 scratch. Ah. Huh. Huh. This is easier than beating up radios. Hmm. Makes it feel a little better.
He grins widely. There's a thump, 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 thump. His tail is like hitting the bottom where it's hanging now.
Oh.
See?
Oh.
Can't cure my fear of cats, but that's not really a big issue. As long as I don't pull Tibbles out.
Tibbles? Tibbles is a cat?
Yes.
Oh.
He takes the notebook and pencil and just kind of puts it back into his pocket.
What if you did the same thing and you scrunkled up the paper and then you threw the paper ball and then the cat chases it and goes away?
Well, usually I don't pull Tibbles out, but if I fumble, I might. And in that case, I always toss that hell beast as far as I can.
How far can you throw them?
I think one time I threw them like 10 yards or something.
That's pretty far for a cat.
Yeah, I don't think it's your regular garden variety hell beast.
But yeah, if it's a hell beast, then it's a hell beast and not a cat.
You hear some laughter from seemingly nowhere.
She looks around like trying to find. It's like what?
Hmm?
Is the wagon haunted?
Maybe. It'd be fun if it was.
Well, something's laughing and I can't see where it is.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Is it Faye?
What? Faye? No.
Faye? Yeah. No? Oh, okay.
No.
Because ghosts are probably safer than Faye. Maybe.
I don't know anything about Faye. I don't think I've actually met any. Just a bunch
Really?
of gods. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and an upstart.
What? An upstart?
Yeah, she's this upstart god named Retrospect or whatever.
Oh. Oh, Tobias knows her. Or I think. Is that Retrospect? She takes a moment. I think he.
His shirt turns that red. You start to smell smoke.
Oh. She sniffs, like, looks around, is like, there's something on fire?
Maybe, if I can get my hands on her. Fucking.
She looks confused at this.
I'm calm. I'm calm. She's not here, so I can't tear her apart. Fucking upstart going after my friends and my brother's boyfriend.
I don't think you're fine. I think that's a fib.
Maybe.
I don't think that's a maybe. You're on fire.
No, I'm not on fire yet. He's grinning at you, but his shirt is still red. And you do see a few flickers of sparks through his hair.
Mm-hmm. It can be tricky. You have to be careful.
I told her. And he pauses for a moment, and his hand reaches up and presses against like a certain part of his chest, almost like right over his heart. I told her that I didn't want her help. She took that as an insult, probably because I insulted her, and decided to pull me and everyone else into her little freaking playground and mess with us by taking all of our memories. She messed with our identities, and I will not. And for a moment, his hair goes up in flames. Forgive her for it. And as he breathes out, his hair turns back into hair again.
And then it's probably like peeking out from behind a corner or something somehow. She's jumped back a little bit. She's like, huh.
Gil looks around for her for a moment. Banana?
Yeah, I'm up here. Hi.
His shirt is teal as he looks up. You're on top of the wagon.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought it would be better up here.
You can come down. I'm not angry at you.
Oh, okay. Skitters back down.
Mm-hmm.
He sits back down. You sure they're a god? Because that does sound like a lot something a fae would do, like taking memories and stories and things. Especially if they get your name.
I never gave her my name.
Oh, gods don't even need your name to do that? That's scary. Okay, gods are scarier than fae. This is... Oh.
There's some okay ones, I guess.
Oh, like Crinkle?
Yeah. Yeah, he's alright. I haven't actually met him, but God of Emotions. Seems pretty okay in my book.
Hmm.
I don't know, Tobias talks about him a lot.
Tally told me about him too. She said we could go meet him someday.
That's right, because that's who, And Gil just, like, waves his hands. That's who's giving Tally that now.
Hmm. Yeah, I tried to figure out who my one was, but I don't know.
How do you not know?
She shrugs. I don't.
He just kind of wrinkles his eyebrows together like,
I mean, you can roll insight if you want. She's being honest.
I'm gonna roll insight. That's a 15, so that's an 18.
15? Yeah, so this kid honestly does not seem to know who her patron is. It's just like she seems like a little troubled by that. Like she doesn't know, like, oh, this is supposed to be important. I should know, and I don't. Kind of deal, but it's just like she does not.
Did you forget?
I don't think I ever knew. I just could.
She kind of raises an eyebrow. Then how do you do the? And he wiggles his fingers.
I don't know. I just think about stuff, and then I just like I channel things. And oh, I got to find out I'm a cleric. I know what kind of magic I use. My friend figured that one out.
He looks even more confused. If you're a cleric, how do you not know?
I don't know. I don't know a lot of things, but
I think it comes with the territory, kid.
yeah.
And he reaches over and pats you on the head.
Oh, she actually does that thing. She like lifts her head up a bit to like nudge into the hand.
That's
Like,
adorable. But his point was, I think it comes with the territory of you being a kid toon. Was his actual meaning of it.
Oh, that's fair. She just takes it up. Yeah, I'm forgetful because her memory of certain things isn't great. Well, that's good to know though, because I don't know. Some stuff's just hard to remember sometimes. It's weird.
Maybe it'll come back to you. Maybe you'll figure it out.
I hope so. That would be nice. Because you know when you like forget important things and you want to remember but you can't.
His expression changes. I gotta roll. I gotta roll deception.
No, you're valid. Yeah.
6 + 8. He's having an off day.
He is.
Like, God.
Oh, well, let me see. Oh, it's a 23. continues to perceive.
You're on to this guy.
Apparently.
You're reading him like a book, and even as he's continuing to try to pull up that mask of I'm happy and I don't care about anything,
Mm-hmm.
that it's clear that bothered him on a deep and personal level.
Mm.
And with the whole talk about the quote-unquote upstart retrospect earlier,
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the things that bothers him, because it's messing with someone's identity.
Mm.
And that bothers him
Mm.
on a fundamental level.
Mm. I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sorry.
You didn't upset me. It just kind of bothers me. Like, he drops his like upbeat attitude for a moment. He just like his shoulders slump. There's some kind of expression on his face.
Mm-hmm.
He's not smiling. Um
Mm-hmm.
Memories are a part of who we are, especially as toons. So if someone's messing with you like that, and the shirt goes red again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would be a person to end up on my list. He straightens back up and smiles, and his shirt turns back to that dark orange. But you shouldn't worry about that.
Mm. Okay. I hope you're right though. I'd like to remember it all again.
If it's nothing anyone else is doing, it'll come back on its own probably.
Really?
I mean, maybe it has to do with how you feel. I know
Huh.
some toons change their age that way. 'Cause, you know, you're only as old as you feel.
Do you want to roll inside?
Gil hitting nails on heads, not realizing.
Yep.
That rolled outside. 4 plus 3, that's a 7.
No. Now you notice her go a little bit quiet at that and look away, but you probably miss whatever expression she's got. She's just like, oh.
He doesn't know, he's talking. Which is why I'm a lot older than everyone else seems to think I am, because I am 19, but I am a lot older than that. I've been adult since I was 5. Everyone
Wait, so
insists that I'm young. I don't know what I'm talking about.
wait, you're not young, but you're only like 4'6".
Gil just kind of narrows his eyes at you. This is as tall as my dad is. Not my dad, my father. This is as tall as we get. We're short. Short little devils.
Do you want to make a perception check real quick?
I'm probably not going to get it unless I roll a 19.
Well, this actually isn't deception. That was a whiz save.
Oh.
8?
Oh, and that was saved should be. So, a little thing about paladins
Mm-hmm.
is that everyone within 10 feet has a +4 bonus to saves.
Oh, shit.
So that's
Alright.
actually 22 plus 4. So that's
Damn.
26.
26. Oh, well, that explains a lot then. Okay.
Yeah.
So, with that 8, though, you do notice her eyes are brown. They kind of flicker like a reddish orange for the briefest moment. And she, like, squeezes a little paper ball in her hand. And then she just relaxes again. And whatever it was is just gone just as quickly.
He tilts his head to the side, flicks his eyes to the paper ball, and back up. I actually can't remember what he was saying. Oh, now I do. And he kind of just like pulls himself back up into a more seated position and sits straight up before leaning over.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong? Hmm.
Nothing.
You're gripping that ball pretty hard. Tell me about it. I
Well,
promise it can't get you here. Not with me around.
do, do you promise, promise, promise?
I pinky promise. And he holds out
That's
his
alright.
pinky.
She looks at the pinky and she just like hooks hers with it and just holds on to it like a little bit before letting go.
Okay, hold on. I need to actually write that down.
Okay.
Because. Because he makes so many of these.
I'm gonna take a sip of water when you do that. I need to hydrate.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there we go. Okay, and she's still quiet for a moment, like just holds on to his pinky just a little bit longer and then
Mm-hmm.
lets go. It's just, well, this place we're going to is that where it is?
No. I mean, I'm not even sure I know what it is you're talking about.
The scary monster.
You said it was like static.
She shakes her head. No, not that one. That that she seems like really hesitant to say it, and she like does the whole little scoot in a little bit again
Mm-hmm.
thing, like making sure nothing's the thing.
Yeah, he's
That
leaning over and kind of just like his his pointed ears probably tickling her shoulder at this point.
oh, she that 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 dad one.
Well, I don't know which bad one you're talking about.
No, they're all that's what they're called though. Well, there's the two monsters. There's the mom one and the dad one.
He's very confused now. What?
Uh,
His shirt is teal now, and his his eyebrows are furrowing. He's like, "What are you talking about?"
well, it's like one of them's is really big, like a mountain. Is all goes stomp, 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 and you have to hide. And then the other one's like really tall, like a spire, and you can't hear it coming usually unless the floor creaks, and you gotta hide. And if you don't hide, you have to smile if they catch you. You have to smile really, really big. And she like pushes her hands in her cheeks, and she's like, that really big smile that's just too big.
Hmm. I'm just realizing what Banana is talking about.
and and you have to hide or you have to smile or you get or um you see the the color flash in her eyes again, and she just trails off, and she's just like, I don't remember, but something bad happens.
Gil's forked tongue flicks out of his mouth and over his teeth for a moment. He considers what Banana said, and he very carefully wraps his arm around Banana's shoulders and holds up a finger in front of his pointed nose.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Well, I know something.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that's a lot stronger than them."
Wait, really? Oh,
Yes. And you already promised with that someone. They
is
can't
it you?
get you. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. They can't get you when you're around me.
She kind of scoots closer to you, and takes hold of your shirt, just looking around as if expecting them to come out of somewhere.
And Gil just he raises one of his hands and he rustles Banana's hair.
She giggles a bit at that. You could visibly see her relaxing as he does that.
Besides, if they come out of hiding, I'll just and he takes his hands and crack his knuckles, distract them so you can run.
Yeah, that's why I'm so good at running. I run and I run and I run and I don't get caught.
I'm good at distractions. I'm big and loud. Besides, they can't defeat me.
Ah, that's so cool. Is that why you always do the running? Because you don't get caught?
Well, I get caught, but I never get caught for long.
Ah, you have to make sure they don't catch you too, especially if you have one waiting for you.
Don't worry about that. They were cut down to size long, long ago when I left.
She's just looking up at you wide-eyed. It's you might as well have said you just fought a god.
I mean, he has fought a god.
This one wasn't the god. The god was the other one.
It was an upstart god named Retrospect, but he's fought a god before.
Nice. You're very sneaky, though. But you let me know if you need a distraction, because I do distractions too. I'm very good at distractions.
He ruffles her hair again.
Yeah.
You know, the only reason why I'm like this, the way I am now, you want to know?
Yes, please. I will keep it secrets.
He reaches into his hammer space because now he's gonna pull out the symbol of Psychopomp that he has on him. That's a 2.
Barely.
Barely. He pulls out so it doesn't look like something you would expect to see in a temple or on any other paladin. It's something extremely homemade. It's still got that kind of shiny, as if it were made of metal.
Mm-hmm.
But as he kind of just shows it to you and hands it over to you for you to hold, it's made of hardened clay and orange wire wrapped around it, and it's It's a pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern grinning.
Ah, I saw these in the Halloween store and all the stuff around last year.
Well, you see, this specific one, not all the other generic jack-o'-lanterns. This one is the symbol of my god, Psychopomp.
Ah, Psychopomp.
Yes.
Hmm. Does Psychopomp hear you when you talk to them?
Yeah, he talks back.
Ah, that
He's,
way you can't forget.
yeah. He's kind of hard to forget. He's loud and sometimes a little annoying. You hear "Hey!" from somewhere.
Again, she like looks around.
Psychopomp is the spirit of horror and the things that go bump in the night and of fun.
Wait, aren't those contradictions?
No,
No?
no, not at all.
But how can they be fun and scary?
Because the things that go bump in the night that are really, truly scary are the things that he helps you fight against. At least
Like,
he does for me.
like the monsters?
Yeah.
Ah. She's kind of like looking at it a little sparkly eyed now. It's like, ah, that's why you can fight them.
Yes. That's what makes me so brave, as well as makes everyone around me so brave.
Hmm. Is that, huh? I guess that was why I wasn't so scared earlier when you talked about them. Hmm. She looks at it thoughtfully. I don't have anything like this, but I do have this. And she like tugs a necklace out from under her shirt, which
Mhm.
I actually drew a little thing of. Let's see, where's. Gotta navigate to where I saved it.
Yeah, Gil takes the carefully handmade um I think it would be called an emblem. Yeah, the carefully handmade
Yeah.
emblem back from you and puts it back in his pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, she definitely hands it over because, like, it's yours. It's like it's shiny. She's like, one last look and just like hands it over.
Mhm.
Should I toss it into a roll zone or.
Yeah, you could just toss it into roll zone.
Okay. She takes out this.
He very carefully turns it over in his hands. I'm gonna roll religion.
Mm hmm.
Although I think I know who this is for.
There's a good chance for it, yeah.
A pair of crab claws. Who could this be for?
I mean, if you flip it over, it's in the shape of a heart.
Hmm. That's a 14.
14. Yeah, you figure, like, this is maybe, like, or probably a favor of Crunkle or something. Because, I mean, as you said, it's crab claws, and even though she's wearing it upside down, if you flip it around the other way, it's a heart.
Mm-hmm. And Gil knows at least a little bit about Crunkle, what with
Mm
Tobias having talked about him quite a bit, and Tally
hmm.
having talked about
Mm hmm.
him. And
Yep.
Gil turns his hands and shows Banana the heart,
Oh, hey, it's a heart!
and then flips it over again and shows Banana the claws.
Yeah, I found it on a beach one day. I
Really?
just, I just kept it with me. Seemed important.
When you do, the magic-y stuff, do you
Hmm?
find yourself holding on to it? And he hands it back to you.
Sometimes.
Does it make you feel stronger?
Mm, hmm. She thinks for a moment. It's like, sort of. It makes me feel like somebody cares for me, like loved, which is weird.
Gods are like that. They're strange.
Hmm. They sound like
Beyond
Faye with.
comprehension. What?
They sound like Faye, but with fewer rules, which is scary.
I don't know. I think that one is probably not as scary as you're thinking.
Hmm. If it really is from Grunkle, then yeah, Tally told me he's really nice. And that he loves everybody, which seems really weird, but apparently he does. Even me.
Well, I think Tally's right. And he taps on the pendant of the necklace one more time
Mm-hmm.
before kind of just like withdrawing. Ugh.
He just kind of looks at it thoughtfully, like, and tucks it back into her shirt. Guess it depends on the kind of magic I use, because sometimes I do things and it seems to maybe come from this, but then just kind of sometimes it's like comes from here, and she like kind of pats a hand to her chest.
Well, Gil just kind of gives a shrug because he's pretty sure that it's Crunkle that she's a cleric of.
That's fair, but this is a child. She doesn't know. She doesn't know how this works. She barely found out she was a cleric not that long ago.
I do think that that's probably your key to figuring that out, kid.
Oh, that's good because that means I can figure it out. Yes. Maybe when we get back, I'll ask Tally.
I mean, you could ask Tally privately on the way there. I could let you guys drive Stoffleys for a little bit.
That would be fun. But we we kind of did talk about it before too. We talked. She trails off for a little bit and kind of
Mm-hmm.
shudders a bit. It was like after the whole camp thing,
Mm.
she told me about other scary stuff to be careful of, and especially like with she kind of like motions to her eyes a little bit, and then my my eyes started changing color now and then. So
Mm.
it's like a design change or something. I'm not sure. And then it just seems weird that Krunkle would be made. Well, maybe he knows who it is. Maybe it's not him.
Gil just kind of looks at Banana and goes, shrugs. He's obviously not going to convince her, so he's going to give up.
That's fair.
Yeah, he doesn't even know why he cares.
No, that's valid.
Whatever you say. Maybe talking with him will clear it up, because apparently you can do that.
Yeah, he apparently owns like a boat thing where you get food.
Man. I always used to read about how gods were supposed to be so untouchable. What a load of horse shit. Stoffleys goes, and it kind of sounds like the screams of the damned, and Gil, like, looks over at him and goes, I'm not talking to you.
Is the horse a god?
No.
Oh. That's good.
He just heard horse shit and thought I was talking about him.
Oh. That makes sense.
He is a horse.
What's left of him anyway?
He goes, and kind of like lightly kicks the cart and jostles both of you. Stop, please, quit that! You wanna leave it off here?
Yeah, we can leave it off. I just realized we've been going for... God, I'm totally shit. Whoops.
Hour and 40 minutes. And I'm getting really tired.
No, yeah, you can only hydrate for so long before your voice starts to give out, yeah.
So that was Road Trip Banana Splits. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, y'all. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Bye.